for me, this is one of the best all-rounders that you can get. Right then, another customer car video, another BMW. So, behind me is Shaz's 435D, very bold, it's wrapped, lowered, looks pretty good, convertible, not many of those around. And this is basically for everything that we offer for these 35D engines, which is turbo, injectors, pump, cams, all the deletes. It's already got a front mount on there, and we're also going to be fitting water meth to this one as well. We're hoping in the region of high 400s, 500 horsepower would be really, really nice, but we might be a little bit optimistic with those figures. If you're wondering why it's already on the dyno, that's because it's already tuned, not by us, but we decided to put it on the dyno just so we've got a base, we know what it's doing, and then we kind of know what the upgrades give us after that. So we'll have a quick look what it's already done. So on the current tune, it's currently sitting at 366 horsepower and 550 foot-pound. Not too bad, pretty good tune, roughly where we'd expect it to be. It doesn't seem to be anything special, but in terms of just a remap, it's not too bad. So up until now, the most powerful 35D engine we've done is customers, the white one that we took to the OG battles. If you haven't seen that video, that should be live on our YouTube now, and the battle video is live on the Officially Gas channel, so head over and watch that. That one was running 424 horsepower, but completely stock fueling wise. So in theory, this one with the pump, injectors, cams and the water meth, the same turbos, but hopefully, like I said, we should be high 400s, be nice to hit 500, but let's get it over to the workshop, get everything fitted, and then we'll bring it back into the dyno, see what power we can do. As you can see, we're in the workshop, so let's have a closer look at the parts that we're going to be fitting to this today. So, not one, but two hybrid turbos. Been a 35D, it's got two on there. Injector upgrade, cams, valve springs. We've got the brand new Bosch pump, 2700 bar pressure sensor, fuel regulator, swirl flap delete, air filter, oil filter, which we always do when you're doing turbo changes. And last but not least, the Snow Performance water meth kit. So let's leave Paul to crack on, get all these bits fitted, and then we'll check back in after. So just a quick update on the 435. Paul's had a lot of struggle to get the DPFs off and everything. I think you are ready for beating somebody up? Yeah. The downpipes have been off, the new ones are back on, the cams are out, which now gives us access to the valve springs. But what problem did we have, Paul?
We don't have tools to get valve spring out.
Which is quite a big problem.
Yeah. Especially when you're doing valve springs.
Yep. Yeah. So this is the tool we've had to make. It looks the part, but we haven't tested it yet, have we, Paul?
No. Should work.
In theory.
In theory.
In theory.
And then cut this out.
Easy as that.
Just like that.
One down. Is that 24 left to go?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So, 2023, we're back at it. We've got Shazza's 435D on the dyno. As you've seen already in the video, all the hardware is now fitted. We have been tuning it. We've got some power figures, so let's have a look. So, going back to the stock file, which is the bottom one, 302 horsepower and just less than 500 foot-pound of torque. With all the hardware now fitted, we did 422 horsepower and just touching 700 foot-pound there. And then with the water meth turned on, we did 433.9 and probably 720 foot-pound. Which, it is a little bit disappointing, the figures that we've seen. Obviously with the fuel system upgrades, the water meth, we were kind of hoping it was going to be high 400s. I said at the beginning of the video, 500 was being a bit optimistic. It would have been nice, but as you can see, we haven't achieved anywhere near that at the minute. The main problem that we've got now is we're unable to tune the gearbox. So, because this has got some kind of silly ghost alarm fitted, the ignition's not staying on for long enough, so randomly it can go off after 5 seconds, after 20 seconds, after a couple of minutes, but the ignition won't stay on, so it's not safe for us to flash the gearbox tune, because if the ignition goes off mid-flash, then that could break the ECU on the gearbox, and we could be in quite a bad situation that we don't want to be in. So that is definitely limiting us. According to the tuners, there's potentially 20 more horsepower if we were to put the gearbox tune on there. That would obviously allow the engine to give the full amount of power, the full amount of torque. So with that in mind, 450. Once the gearbox tune is on there, it would allow us to kind of play with the tune a little bit more. But as it stands, the torque converter is going to be slipping, which obviously on the dyno we haven't achieved the figures that we wanted to achieve. But yeah, I think what we're hoping to do, we're probably going to give Shaz it back as it is. If he can have the ghost alarm turned off and fetch it back up to us so we're able to do the gearbox tune, I think that would be the ideal scenario. He is from down south somewhere near London, so it's not just round the corner. It's not easy for him to drop the car off and let us have it again. So yeah, if we can do that, that'd be great, and then we can carry on this video hopefully with some power figures that are a little bit more impressive. But if not, cars don't always go to plan. Customer cars, project cars, whatever it is, there's hurdles you've got to jump over, and this has just been one of them customers' cars really. So I think next up, just to finish off this video, or potentially to finish off this video if it's not going to come back to us, we'll go out on a road test, we'll see what it's like. I'm pretty sure even at the 433 horsepower it's going to be pretty quick. So yeah, let's go out on a road test, see what it's like. So as you can see, we're back on the dyno with the 435D. This car has taken much longer than we'd hoped. When we started this video it was cold, and now it's summer, it's warm, and yes, I have skip leg day if you wanted to know. But we've got it back on the dyno. We finally overcome the issues that we were having with the ghost alarm and the gearbox tune. So we managed to do the gearbox tune on that now, which, as the tuners previously said, unlocked another 20 horsepower give or take. So the figures that we're at now are 441.3 without the water meth and 730 foot-pound of torque, and then with the water meth 446.3 and then 750 foot-pound of torque. Not the figures that we'd originally hoped for, but I think we said at the beginning of this video they were a little bit optimistic anyway. At 446 horsepower, this is technically still the most powerful 35D we've done to date. But you've got to remember, the dyno is just a tool, those are just numbers. It does equate to something, but the main thing is what it drives like on the road. So, like we were going to do in the last bit of the video, but we'll do it now, we'll take it out for a road test and we'll actually see how quick it is on the road. Right. We're finally out in the 435D for a road test, and just my luck, it started raining, which is not ideal, but it's an X-Drive, so it shouldn't have any problems putting down the power even with the wet road. So let's give it a squirt and see what it's like. I don't think there's any denying that this car is quick, very quick, which I suppose you would expect for just short of 450 horsepower. But I think we've done quite a few of these 400 horsepower BMWs now, and the power suits the chassis very well. They handle the power very well. It seems very stable at high speeds on private roads. But yeah, the good thing about these is you've got everything in one. It's like the perfect package. You've got the MPG of a diesel, you've got the performance of a petrol, like an M4, and you've got the comfort of a BMW, like you'd expect. So for a daily vehicle, I think this is probably one of the best out there at this power level, maybe even a little bit less. I think at the 400 horsepower, that's the sweet spot for these. Any more than that, probably not necessary. But if you're a bit of an adrenaline junkie and you like the power, you like to chase the power figures, then there's nothing wrong with that. As car people, I think there's quite a few of us out there. So yeah, definitely quick, and you definitely can't get bored of putting your foot down. Very impressive. The gear shifts are very quick. Not sure if we mentioned it earlier on in the video, but this has got the XHP tune on there, so it's got very quick and precise gear changes throughout the gears, even in drive. That's not even in sport mode. In sport, it is a little bit more aggressive as well. So I'm not going to go mad on this road test. The raid's coming down a little bit heavier now, so we'll call it a day. But I think to wrap up this video, I think if you're looking for a perfect all-round daily vehicle with a bit of oomph as well, this is a good candidate. I think any of the BMW 30Ds, 35Ds, from the late E-series models through to the F-series models, they seem to be the best ones for getting the power up to a 400 fairly easily. But yeah, I think for me, this is one of the best all-rounders that you can get. So we'll wrap up this video here. The customer's going to be collecting this very shortly. Hopefully you've liked the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel for more videos like this, and we'll see you in the next one.